Hello, this is my statistical final project for my one prop Z test. My question is, would you be willing to take a pill that would end aging permanently for you forever? And according to the Daily Mail, there was a survey in a university where they interviewed over 500 people, and the result was 33% of the population would be willing to take a pill to end aging. I chose this project because I plan to one day end aging after I become a medical scientist. So I was curious to see what were the opinions of others regarding my goal. Usually, I ask people here and there as a casual question, and usually people say that they don't want to end aging. Um, the data represents the percent of people who would be willing to end aging for themselves forever. My alpha is 0.05 because it is standard. I posted this question on a poll on a new social media platform called Nextdoor, which is for neighbors to connect, and I only had 15 people answer. So I asked my girlfriend and my sister to ask friends to the same question to get a bigger sample size. And the population is all people. The sample is actually went up to 31 people. It says 26 right here. I'm going to change that before I turn that in. So what I did to avoid bias was for the first 15 participants, they were random strangers who just decided to volunteer to answer my poll on the Nextdoor platform. And the rest were friends of my friends. They weren't connected to me, and if anyone asked additional questions and they want to know more about the question, I said I couldn't answer any additional questions because that would affect the overall bias of my survey. The data was that 13 people said yes, 18 people said no, and a total of 31 people answered the question. And here's a pie chart. 58% of the people said yes, 42% of the people said no. It's in black and white, so it's kind of hard to see. The majority of those people sampled yes, 58%, and the rest said no, 42%. My HO is 0.33. The proportion of people who are willing to take a pill that would end aging is equal to 33%. And I want to know if that's true. So my alternative hypothesis was the proportion of people who are willing to take a pill that would end their aging is not equal to 33%. And again, I quoted the article, "Do You Really Want to Live Forever?" From the Daily Mail. So two conditions, it was random and independent. They didn't affect each other, and I didn't choose people. I wasn't the one who chose the people. I had other people choose people for me. And then the platform, it was anyone who was willing to answer. The population is bigger because it's all people. And the sample is the population is bigger than the sample because the population is all people. And it's a big enough population because if you do the math here, it ends up being 10.23, which is just barely enough to cut it. And if you look right here, it's 20.77, which is enough to be greater than 10. Here are my calculations. P equals 0.33. P hat is 13 over 31, which is 0.42. And the N is 31, which is the total number of people I surveyed. The SE is 0.0845. The Z-score is 1.07. The p-value is 0.29, and I used the calculator to figure this out. And if you go to the calculator, the statistic is 1.06, which is close enough, so I just left it to 1.06 instead of 1.07, and the p-value is still 0.29. Here is what it would look like if it was drawn. Because it's unequal, you will see it on both sides shaded. And since the p-value is 0.29 and it is not less than alpha of 0, which equals 0.05, the conclusion is to not reject the HO. So that's why I said I did not reject the HO. There is not statistically significant evidence to reject HO. So I conclude the proportion of people who are willing to take a pill to end aging is not different than 33%. The confidence interval shows that it's between 25 and 59% who would be willing to take the pill to end aging. And I learned a lot, and I do have some hope to that people would, there are more than 50% of people would be willing to end aging for themselves, because the end of the interval is 59%. So there's a 9% window where people would be willing to end aging. But the results that I got was 42%. And that's my presentation. And I'll put the link here after I finish putting my video. Thanks.